You got former, what was he, a Jacksonville Jaguar, Austen Lane, right? Former NFL dude comes in, monster of a man. This is what's interesting. I'm getting Mark Hunt vibes right here from Justin Tafa in this matchup. You're fighting a 6'6", 80-inch reach Austin Lane, and somehow Justin the Badman Tafa is a minus 175 favorite against a dude who can hit you from the other side of the cage and you can't even touch him. You got John Jones-esque reach right here. Not quite, but still, man. What do you like about this matchup, man? We know Tafa can swing and bang with the best of them, but we also know, I mean, dog, he has losses to Jared Vandera, Carlos Felipe, and Jorgen De Castro. So you can't sit here and have the supreme confidence in Justin Tafa. It is a heavyweight fight after all, but there is something. I do feel like we're both kind of leaning towards it a little bit. What do you think?
I think it's the experience, Derek. We were talking in the last fight about a switch being had in Macy Barber. Well, I also think there was a switch that happened in Justin Tafa. Mm-hmm. He went from the classic schoolyard bully, the classic just brawler. I'm in there just to have some fun, throw my hands around, and let's get after it. Mm-hmm. We all love that. But when you're at the pinnacle of the sport, you need to just start developing and refining those skills a little bit. And we've seen Justin Tafa do that. Now, on the other side of that octagon, Austin Lane hasn't had the time to refine those skills, but he does a very well thing, and that's rely on his athleticism. This dude is long, lanky, knows how to use his body, and knows how to fight at range, even though he hasn't been doing it that long. Like I said, this guy started, I believe it was 2017. Mm-hmm. The last one has to go back after that, but he does use that length very well. The thing that scares me about him is he gets a little, with the length comes lankiness, and he doesn't always pull his guard back. If Justin Tafa can duck under, cut an angle, throw a hook, should be lights out. I mean, if you go back and you look at Austin Lane's history, he's been on the Dana White Contender Series twice. Mm-hmm. First L was to, who was the other one that came from the NFL, Derek?
Greg Hardy?
Greg Hardy. Yep, he has an L to Greg Hardy first time out of the Dana White Contender Series. And then he just had another L before he got his chance again in this one. It seems like the UFC is really trying to promote this guy and trying to get him into the UFC. Do you see another reason for that besides just the NFL tagline, Derek?
I mean, he's an athlete, bro. You want these guys in here. So the three losses, it's Greg Hardy in 2018, Frank Tate in 2018, and then Vernon Lewis in 2020, right? Two of those losses, first round. No, all three of them, they were first round knockouts, right? It's heavyweight. This is what happens. This is the name of the game. But this is the thing here, man. Austin Lane, who's to say he can't have a Greg Hardy moment? Greg Hardy came onto the scene. Everyone said, this dude can't fight, and he's just knocking everybody out. I just think intangibles alone, athleticism alone, you have to give Austin Lane a legitimate shot to win. You're fighting in Jacksonville. He's like, bro, I live like 10 minutes away from the hotel. There's no pressure. You are an NFL player. Like, these dudes are playing in front of, I don't even know how many people go to NFL games, but a lot. You know, those stadiums are packed. UFC is a different ball game. But then again, you're staring across from a short, stout, 6', 74-inch reach Justin Tafa who takes people's heads off. And I think that it's tough because on paper, people probably look at this matchup and say, how do you not pick Austin Lane? But Justin Tafa has a fantastic chin. And I think this is the one thing that he'll be able to do to Austin Lane that he hasn't really seen before. He's going to put that tenured experience in the UFC from all of these fights that he's had, man, because he's had a solid little bit now. And I think that he's just going to out-technique him at heavyweight.
Yeah, I mean, if all goes right, Derek, I see that exact same thing happening. That's why I was talking about the experience differential that's right there, because Justin Tafa has the skills in order to make you look slow, especially if you're just punching it where he is and not where he's going to be. I don't think Austin Lane, I mean, unless he proves it differently, I don't think he's at that point in his fighting career yet. He has a bunch of knockouts, LFA, a bunch of different ones. I forgot exactly which region or which promotion, but the dude's there. It's just Badman is a different level, and we've seen him continuously grow. I'm excited for this one, Derek. It is heavyweight, so anybody can go to sleep. You look at that prop, though. That TKO prop for the Badman does give me a little pause. You know, I don't know. What do you think, Derek? Is it a guaranteed knockout like the odds makers are saying?
If this does not go to knockout, I'm turning off my TV and I'm not watching any more UFC, bro. What are we talking about? Yes, someone has to get knocked out here. Give me the bad man. Give me the TKO. I want a first round TKO, bro. I don't think this lasts long whatsoever. But I would not be surprised to see an Austen Lane TKO as well. You cannot be mad at a man with intangibles the way that he has and athleticism that will at least last like the first like 2 minutes of the first round. He's gonna be on point for those like first 2 minutes. So like you got to give him that for sure. The last point that I wanted to make on this one, man, is this not like 2023 Stefan Struve versus Mark Hunt? Like this is what you're asking for. We've seen it happen before. We know the big guy can fall. What do they say? What's the old proverb, AJ? The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? That's all it is.
Exactly.
How do you see it, AJ?
I see it the exact same way, Derek. TKO, round 1, gets it done. Man, if this ends in any other way besides TKO, like you said, Derek, I'm selling the house. I'm getting out of here. I'm done.
Bro, flying triangle, Justin Tafa. There we go. Let's go, baby. No, I'm just joking. All right, fun heavyweight bout right there.